Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something pretty serious. I say a lot, I realize. But we're going to just talk about kind of like my mental state during all of this and being depressed, anxiety. What's the other one? Anxiety. Insecurity. Okay. All that. Why do people yell? Anyways, so yeah, pretty serious. Hey, Avery, can you close my door?
Yeah.
Because I don't know who that is, they loud. But yeah, so we're going to talk about that. I feel like every time I breathe, why? Anyways, so obviously all of this has been very new and kind of scary, and it's just changed our life completely. And like in the beginning, I definitely was really depressed and sad, and for the longest I told my mom, if I can't walk again and do the things I used to, then I don't want to be alive for that. In my head there was no life there. Oh, and then I started going to larger CPs, and I went to therapy, and I worked my butt off. Sorry, I'm looking at my makeup. I like it. It's like Lion King colors. Yeah, it was just really hard in the beginning, and sometimes it's still hard today. There are times where I just literally sit and I cry because I'm so frustrated, and I just miss how things used to be, and I think about all the things I can no longer do. And I have to remind myself constantly. People ask me how I stay positive. Well, one, being negative isn't going to help. It just won't. So I just don't see the point in staying in that mindset. Like, there are times, obviously, when I'm in that mindset, but I don't see the point of trying to stay in it. So I basically just remind myself of, like, all the good things that have come and what I'm able to do now. For example, I remind myself that, yes, I'm paralyzed, but now that I'm going through this, I'm seeing a lot of things that, like, if I wasn't paralyzed, I'd have known nothing about. Why is this still shaking? Like, is it on my leg? Anyways, for example, I'm able to advocate for the people around me because I'm in a nursing home waiting to go home right now, and seeing what happens here and, like, things that are just not acceptable, no, I'm not about to sit here and let it happen. These people don't advocate for themselves, and when they do, most people don't believe them. But I'm 21 in my right mind, so, you know, if I'm like, hey, why does this camera... If I'm like, hey, this is going on, people believe me, and I'm not gonna sit here and let stuff that shouldn't happen. I really that's just one of the things I remind myself. And then I think, hey, this isn't just about me. I have a brother, I have a mother, I have a family, I have friends, and I want to be strong for them because I would want them to be strong for me. Especially my brother and my mother. I just think both of them already have so much going on in their lives, and I don't want them sitting here worrying about me. So the only way for them not to have to is for me to adapt and stop and realize I can't just sit here and mope. Now, with that being said, I still have really bad anxiety about things, and I definitely have insecurities, which I'll probably talk about insecurities last because I have so many. Anxiety. Anytime I go somewhere, first of all, sitting in a wheelchair, period, gives me anxiety. So when I go out, I just feel like everyone's staring at me, and the whole, oh, I feel bad for her thing, it makes my heart rate go up. Or when people talk about, or when I have to talk about, which I'm doing a video on this too, so when I think about ICU and all that I had to go through and all that I felt, it gives me so much anxiety. Like right now, my chest is tight. And in order to, sometimes I just have to sit and I take deep breaths and I try to get it off my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Jewel, what else can you think about right now? Like, wow, his forehead's shiny. Like, what else is there to distract you? And usually it's money, food, TV, cell phone, all that good stuff that people my age love. But yeah, and I mean, all these anxieties, they kind of lead to my insecurities as well, because there are things like, for example, when I'm in the wheelchair, I also feel like I just look like, I just feel like everyone's like, she's in there because she's lazy and fat and doesn't want to walk. Like, I don't know, I just think it's 600-pound life, and it makes me feel really insecure. And I'm just like, do they think that I look like that? Do they think that's why I'm in this chair? Like, I don't know. I knew this video was not going to be fun, but I feel really undesirable. I feel like no one is ever going to want me, and I feel like I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. Because who wants to put up with this, you know? There's a lot that has to be done because I'm a quad, and I'm so young, and I just feel like I'm watching everyone else get married and just all that good stuff, and I'm over here probably going to be alone for the rest of my life because of my injury. Well, actually, let me say that. Let me rephrase that. Because I truly believe I will be fully healed. And I believe God's going to do that. And I believe that I will be his walking testimony. So, even when I believe that, though, there is still that insecurity, you know. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be to talk about. I don't know, guys. It's hard. It is really hard to sit here and talk about my insecurities and such. I mean, we already have insecurities in general, so being paralyzed definitely doesn't help. Like, I can't go out with my friends. I feel like they all think I'm boring, and, like, I feel like such a burden. I feel like people feel obligated to visit me, and I don't want them to feel like that. But I feel like, I'm all out the way. Like, no one wants to drive to Spartanburg. I'm from Greenville, like, I truly just feel like a burden sometimes. And I mean, in retrospect, I am one. Think about it. I'm 21. My mom should be free of having to take care of me, but now she has to do it more than ever. Or she doesn't have to, but she does. My brother, he comes and visits, but you can tell he's busy. He works, he has school, he's doing his music. So I feel like he thinks he's obligated, and I don't want him to think that. I don't want anyone to think that, but I feel like that's what everyone thinks. I don't know. I don't know. These are all just insecurities that I have at times. I don't want you guys to think I sit here and I have these thoughts 24/7. Because I prefer to stay positive and try to not think about it like that and try not to be in that mindset. So I know people can relate to some of what I said just in general about being a burden, or just all these different insecurities we have, because I am so young. So in general, my generation right now still is going through this type of stuff, and I don't know, guys. I think everyone goes through this stuff, really, not even just my generation. But I want to be an example. Like, I want to be someone you look up to. I want to be someone that you look at and you're like, dang, I want to be positive like her. Like, dang, I want to have that mindset like her and be positive and just keep trying and looking at life a different way. I want to be that person where when someone is upset or feeling insecure or having anxiety, they know they can come to me. And I'll get it. I get it. And if I don't get it, I'll listen to you talk about it, and I'll get it. Yeah, I just feel like we all go through a depression, or we all have insecurities and anxiety, and the way to deal with it, honestly, is to acknowledge the fact that thinking about them 24/7 has no actual benefit, and you really need to put yourself in a positive mindset. I'm not saying it's easy. Trust me, I know it's not easy. But you still have to try, because life is not easier when you're negative. It's just not, and it never will be. So it's just easier when I don't even know how to explain it. You kind of just have to force yourself. You have to keep thinking positive until you actually feel positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just have to keep speaking something into existence. And positivity is definitely one of those things. And that's what I try to do in my, life. And especially right now, you have to think positive. Manifest what you want. Because if you just think negatively, you're going to manifest negative things. And that's just not what we want to do. So yeah, we all go through this type of stuff, but you need to manifest and think positively. No matter how hard it is, you just have to. And if anyone ever needs someone to talk to, I'm always here. That's why I put my social media down there, so people know they're not alone, and if they ever want someone to talk to, I'm here to talk to. But yeah, this wasn't the easiest video for me to record, but I did it anyways. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys know that I mean every word I say, especially about people coming to me and me helping them. But yeah, so this is it. This is all I'm going to say for this video, and there's so much more I could say, but how long do we really need this video to be? I'll let you know, not that long. So, yeah, if you guys ever need someone, or, I don't know, you just want to talk, or, I don't know, whatever you want me to do, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm here, and you should definitely contact me, because whether I know you or not, I am here. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.